You can use the Effect menu to apply something called a warp to your text or any selected object. The cool thing about this effect is that you don't have to first break down the text into outlines. It remains live and editable at all times. What happens is when you apply the effect, it applies an appearance to the type or whatever you have selected. So I'm going to move this logo up a little bit, and I'm going to go to Effect, choose Warp, and I'll go ahead and just select one called Arc. The cool thing about selecting any of them is that they're all actually in this menu anyway, so it doesn't really matter how you get to this panel. You can choose any of the warp effects to open up this dialog box. To see what you're dealing with as you work, click Preview. What you'll notice, of course, is an appearance applied to your font or whatever you're working with, and you'll also notice that we have this bounding box. Why do we have this box? I'll click OK. It's only an appearance. If we go to the View menu and we choose Outline Mode, we see that the text is still intact. And once we go back to Outline Mode, we can see that we have the artwork ready to be moved in position. And if I hold my mouse down and try to move it, we see the original text as well. So once again, if you go to Outline and Preview mode, you can see the differences between the two. The cool thing about this being an appearance is that I can simply double click at any time in the appearance panel where it says Warp to go back to that dialog box. And I can put Preview back on, and I can change my mind and choose something else, such as Arc Lower, Arc Upper, and so on. Now, I also have the ability to apply this appearance either horizontally or vertically, depending on what you're going for. Let me go ahead and cancel this and move this up a little bit so we can see exactly what's happening more clearly. Now go ahead and put Preview on and show you something else that's really cool. Distortion. We can distort horizontally to get this really cool effect going off into the distance. And we can go in either direction, positive or negative. We can also, if we want to, apply a vertical distortion. So it's coming right at us, or it's bending a little further. We can also combine these two if we want to. So we can have a little bit of a vertical and a horizontal distortion going on. Just be warned that if you're not careful, you could rip time-space continuum and cause all kinds of chaos. So careful with these controls, people. Now that I have this applied, I can save my document and I can always change it at any time because once again, when you're dealing with appearances, they are non-destructible and they're always alive. They're alive and you can change them by simply double-clicking to change the effect.